Hey, what's up, guys? I've got another review today, another non-lethal self-defense review. This one's going to come in a couple different videos here because I have a lot to talk about. I bought a few attachments to it. I want to be able to talk about each one, individually here. But what I have today is the Bryna personal protection device. What the Bryna is it's basically a pepper ball gun, but it has a little extra secret here that sets itself aside from, say, the TCP or the salt, and I'll get right into that here pretty shortly. What I do want to talk about before I get into this, so I don't waste any of your time, if you live in certain areas, you're not going to be able to get this, and what those, I don't know internationally where you can pick these up, but I can tell you in the States that if you live in Alaska, Hawaii, Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Yonkers, Washington, Portland, or San Francisco, you cannot get any of these, anything from this company in regards to the Bryna HD. Can't get the rounds, can't get the clips, can't get nothing. They won't ship any of it to you, unfortunately. It sucks, I know. Me personally, the only thing regulated for me was how powerful the pepper balls could be that I got with it. So I was not able to get the strongest ones, unfortunately. But I was able to get the pure OC ones versus the tear gas ones. They have 3 different types of rounds. They have the Bryna Max, they have the Bryna Black, and the Jingle balls, which is what I was able to get, which are the pure OC. So let me get into this. Like I said, this is going to come in a couple parts because I want to be able to talk about each one of these attachments that I got with it in its own right. But right now we're just going to focus on the launcher and the rounds, how you load it, how you put the CO2 in. Comes with an instruction manual here. I'll talk about that later. Here it is. A really nice presentation. I like the box. But enough about the box, let's talk about it. So, first of all, the Jingle Ball rounds. These are pure OC rounds, as strong as they can make them for my area. They have inert powder rounds, which are training rounds. You shoot them and it shows you how the cloud of pepper disperses, so that way you're familiar with it. Then the secret that I was talking about that sets this apart from any other pepper ball gun. Kinetic Rounds. These are plastic rounds that are, I would say, comparable to, getting shot with a police beanbag or something like that. But these are hard, plastic, solid rounds. I've seen somebody get shot with these. I have not myself. If you want to see me get shot with these, all I got to do is subscribe and like, and let's say when I get to 1,000, I'll get shot with one of these. If I get to 2,000, I'll take a pepper ball. That's fair. That's fair. I'll do it just for you guys. I already have a CO2 canister loaded into the gun. I will show you how to do that here shortly. It's very easy. But here is the Bryna HD. It's heavy, feels, and looks like a real firearm. That was one of the reasons why I bought this versus the salt, say the TCP or the salt supply. Those are both, they don't look as realistic as I'd like them to be. And let's not talk about the salt because the salt one looks like just a RoboCop gun or something like that. The clip comes out fairly easily with an Allen wrench on the end. That's how you open up where the CO2 is stored. Pops right out, pops right in. You can store this inside here without puncturing the CO2 can, which is what I like. The first pull of the trigger pops the CO2 canister, the second fires the gun. Which is also a neat factor because you don't want to sit here fumbling with loading a CO2 canister in if somebody's breaking into your house or something like that. I'm going to put some Kinetic Rounds. I got 2 of these. I initially ordered one, 95 count, and they sent me a second one because I had to wait so long for it, which was very cool of them. So, loads up just like that. Holds 5 rounds. They are working on a 7-round mag that should come out later this year. So let me show you what happens when you pop it in. Clicks in nice. When it's loaded, this arch will be up, so you know it's loaded. When you pop the clip out, one round always stays in the gun. Very important. To get that single round out, you push down on that notch, and it comes right out. Alright. So that's that on that. I have extra CO2 cylinders. They say not to use anything but Bryna, which I don't know if that's true or not. I did see other videos online where people were loading like salt rounds and TCP rounds into this gun and it was jamming it up, and they're saying it doesn't work. It does work. I have not been able to go outside yet and test fire it myself, but I can tell you for a fact that if you load something else into this gun, it is not going to work. It will not work. They specifically say that on the website, so do not do it. I will go outside with this and when it stops raining and make another video. Like I said, this is going to be a couple different part video. So here's part one. It came with, well, it didn't come with, I had to buy it separately, but 10 additional CO2 cylinders for it. It came with 2 is what I meant to say. It came with 2 to start off with, but I have an extra 10. And I'm going to make another video talking about the extra clips I got and the extra rounds. But most importantly, the holster I got with it. You can get different attachments. You can get holsters. You can get an over-the-shoulder holster. You can get a nylon holster. I got the hard plastic holder. That's just what I preferred. Also, you can get a flashlight attachment and a laser sight attachment that hooks right onto the rail right here. You can put any attachment that will attach to a Picatinny rail, but if you want the holster to fit, if you want the gun to fit in the holster, any of the holsters that you get, you'll want to buy the laser or the flashlight from them. Now, the laser is $195, but it's a good quality laser. I didn't buy it. I've seen it. The flashlight, it's just a flashlight. But if you want one of those attachments to attach to the gun, you're going to want to buy it from them if you want it to fit in the holster, which is, you know, it is what it is. So that's all I have for this video. I'm going to make another video talking about the gun fitting in the holster, the additional rounds, and how you can mix and match the rounds if you want to do pepper, kinetic, etc., etc. You can do that. But for now, this is all I have on that. If you want to see me get shot with it, just subscribe, like. Once I get a decent amount, I'll make a video. That way you guys can see how someone reacts getting shot with it, because there's not many videos of that out there. I will say that. Yeah, that's all I have for today. The Bryna HD. Thanks.